In a comfortable seated position, begin to lengthen the breath, creating a Ujjayi breath in the back of the throat, breathing in and out through the nose. And inhale, sweeping the arms above the head, exhaling the arms down to the side, inhaling the arms up, and exhale, bringing the arms to a T, really pulling those elbows down, trying to activate the back, opening through the chest, inhaling the arms up, and as you exhale, opening the chest, bringing those elbows, pinching the shoulder blades together, and inhaling and then exhaling the arms straight down. Interlace the fingers behind the hips, opening through the chest, bringing those shoulder blades together. Continue that deep breathing and try and reach those hands all the way to the floor. And exhale, hands to the knees. Inhale the arms up and exhale the right arm to the floor, left arm reaching overhead, gentle side stretch. And inhale the arms both up and exhale now to the left side, reaching with that right arm, awakening the side body, rooting the sit bones down to the earth. And inhale both arms up, exhaling the arms down. Now interlace the fingers with the opposite pinky on top as before. And again, work to open that chest and see if you can get a little bit of height with those arms this time. Really feeling that stretch through the collarbones. And exhale, placing the hands down. Now a seated cat-cow. As you inhale and exhale and round the back, holding onto the knees. And inhale, opening the chest, coming forward. Exhale, rounding the back, tucking the tailbone. And inhale, bringing that chest forward, arching the back. Exhale, curving the spine. And inhale, opening the chest, leaning forward. Now swing those knees around, coming to all fours. Knees directly under hips, hands under shoulders. And inhale, extending that right leg straight back and the left arm forward. Strong through that back leg, flexing the foot, reaching with that front arm, trying to create a long line through the spine, engaging the core. And exhale, bring that hand back down. Inhale the leg out. On the opposite side, left leg's back, right arm is forward, right in line with the ear, and reaching through those arm and leg, stretching the body long, lengthening through the spine, exhaling the hand back down. Now moving into cat-cow, inhale, opening the chest, and exhale, arching the spine, tucking the tailbone under. And with the speed of your breath, continue to inhale, opening the chest, and exhaling, curving the spine. Beautiful. Really try to bring those shoulder blades together and then arch through that back. Now repeating, extending that right leg back, left arm forward, and then reach that left arm around, grab onto the shoelace part of the foot, and stretch that back leg up, trying to create a nice arch, kind of like a half bow pose. Bring that knee back down and switch sides. Left leg is back, right arm is forward. Swing that right arm around, hold on to the foot, and bring the left knee up, trying to create a nice gentle arch in the back. And exhale, hand and knees down. And repeating that cat-cow, really arching through the spine. Inhaling as you sink the belly. And tuck the toes, pressing back into down dog. Here in down dog, press those fingertips evenly into the floor. And now step forward with the right foot and the left. Exhaling Uttanasana, forward fold. And inhale, rising all the way up, sweeping the arms, coming hands to heart center. Inhale the arms up. And exhaling, forward fold. Work to keep those hips from pushing back. Coming to Uttanasana. Inhaling to a flat back, hands on the shin or the floor. Then place the hands down, stepping the right foot and the left foot back. Drop the knees, chin and chest, and coming into Cobra. Then tucking the toes, pressing back into down dog. This is a classical sun salutation from the Ashtanga tradition. Inhale, bringing the right foot forward, left foot to join, and inhaling all the way up to standing mountain. Inhale those arms up, exhaling forward fold. Inhaling to a flat back, placing the hands on the mat and jumping back into your plank and hovering down chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, down dog. I added a little chaturanga in there, helping to increase your strength. You can add those in if you'd like. Bending the knees and jumping forward into Uttanasana, and then inhale, rising all the way up, hands to heart center. Just repeating that. Inhale, the arms up, exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, holding the breath, jumping back into plank, and now exhaling, tucking those elbows to chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog, adding that extra chaturanga as push back into down dog on the exhale. Looking forward and jumping those feet up to the hands. Inhaling, flat back, exhale, forward fold, and inhaling, rising all the way up, hands to heart center. Inhaling all the way to Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling to a flat back, hands down, jumping back to plank. Exhaling, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Really open the chest, adding in that extra chaturanga. And exhaling to that down dog. On that same exhale, step that foot forward and inhale into warrior one. Exhaling the hands down, foot back to plank. And hover down, chaturanga, inhaling, up dog. Exhaling, in that extra chaturanga, back to down dog. In the same breath, bring that left foot forward into warrior one, inhaling as you rise up, strong warrior. Exhaling, hands down, back to plank, tucking those elbows in chaturanga, inhaling, up dog. And exhaling, down dog. You can always skip that extra chaturanga and go straight back into down dog. And holding the breath, jumping forward into Utkatasana. And inhaling back to Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold. From that forward fold, place the left hand on the floor. Right hand reaches up to the sky, creating a nice twist through the upper back. As you inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, hand down. And switching sides, right arm on the floor or the shins, left arm reaching up, creating a nice twist through the upper back. And both hands down, back to Uttanasana. And now inhaling, coming back to standing mountain pose. We're going to practice for a minute our forward folds at the wall. You're going to stand about 4 or 5 inches away from the wall, and as you inhale and exhale into your forward fold, really work hard to keep the hips from touching the wall. This requires that you engage the thighs, pretend that you're squeezing those inner thighs together, and that will help you to keep that hip away from the wall. And as you inhale and rise back up again, you want to keep the hips from touching the wall. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling the hands up, and as you exhale, engage your core, engage Uddiyana Bandha, squeeze those inner thighs together, pretend that you have a block between the legs. Inhale to a flat back, exhale back to Uttanasana. Now really engage through the core and the thighs as you come up, and exhaling, hands to heart center. It's a great way to practice your forward folding. Back to the mat, inhaling the arms up. Slowly exhaling, forward fold. I'm trying to practice that same technique here, keeping the hips from pushing back. So all the way to forward fold, inhaling, flat back. Hands to the mat, jump the feet back to plank, and exhaling, chaturanga. Try and keep those shoulders and elbows aligned. Inhaling to up dog, adding that extra chaturanga, and exhaling, down dog. And just breathe here. As you inhale, raise that right leg straight up, bend the knee and allow the foot to fall behind you, coming into a scorpion pose. So opening the hip, back to three-legged dog, and bring that knee forward into the chest, engaging the core, back to three-legged dog. Inhale, bringing the knee again into the chest, trying to reach it towards the chin or the forehead. Inhale, back to three-legged dog, and exhale, bring that knee in again, and step it into plank pose. Now here in plank, we're going to really warm and undulate through the back. So while you're in plank, you're going to arch that upper back, creating a nice curvature in the spine. This is really similar to our cat-cow pose. So you're going to exhale, press into the hands, arch the back. Good. So you're really rounding. Sorry, not arching. You're rounding and trying to create a curve in the spine. And bring that right knee back into the chest again, and then step it forward all the way into a high crescent lunge. Beautiful. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Twisting at the waist, bring that left arm forward over the right elbow, the right knee, and really work on opening the chest as you twist, gazing up at the sky if that's comfortable for you, and you can maintain that balance. Continue to press through that back leg, strengthening through the back knee. Now turn back to center. Place that left hand on the ground, and right arm is now reaching straight up. So you're still maintaining that twist, but you should be able to get a little more length here. As you're inhaling, try and create length through the spine and create more stretch through that twist. Now on your next exhale, drop that hand back behind your body and try and continue to open through that shoulder. Now reach the hand back up and come back to center into that lunge. Now you're going to switch arms. So now that right arm is on the outside of the right foot. Left arm is reaching to the sky. Continue that strong Ujjayi breath. Engaging the core. And exhale the hand down. Now dropping that left knee and uncurling the toes. Coming into a low lunge. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Steeple the fingers and really try to create an arch through the spine. I know it doesn't look like much, but this is me arching. And release the fingers behind the back. Again, practicing the stretch through the shoulder blades. Trying to stretch through the chest, pinch those shoulder blades together. And place the hands on either side of the foot. And lean the body back, straightening the front leg, flexing that front foot. Really feeling that stretch through the hamstring. Here you want to press that right hip back and push the left hip forward so they stay aligned, and you'll feel that stretch even more when you do that. And bending that front knee, coming back into your lunge, bring that right foot back into your plank pose and hover down chaturanga. Inhaling up dog, small chaturanga again. You can always skip that extra chaturanga and exhaling to down dog. Now repeating on the opposite side, inhale the left foot up, opening the hip, bringing that knee through into scorpion pose. Really feel that stretch through the side body, but maintain the shoulders so they are staying level. Beautiful. Come back to three-legged dog. And bring that left knee into the body. You're pushing forward almost into plank, creating some heat through the core. Come back to three-legged dog. Left knee comes all the way in towards the face, engaging the core. Back to three-legged dog. Again, that knee all the way in, really squeeze the core muscles. Leg back up, and knee in, three-limb dog, and step into plank pose. Here in plank pose, we're again going to warm the back by pressing into our fingertips and creating a nice curve through the spine. So this is very similar to our cat-cow pose. We're just doing the cat part, where you arch or creating that curve in the spine. Good. Now bring that left leg in again and swing the foot forward into that high lunge. Reaching those arms up, try and create a nice 90-degree angle there with the front knee. Exhale the hands to heart center and twisting that right tricep over the left knee. Trying to create a nice length through the spine. Every inhale, lengthen through the spine, and on the exhale, press the hands together firmly, trying to create a larger stretch. Good, and pressing through that back heel, so that back leg is very active. And continue breathing. Nice long spine, and come back to center. Place the right hand down, still twisting the same direction, left arm is reaching to the sky. Maintain the activity on that back leg. Gazing at the fingertips, up to the sky. You don't want to put all your weight in that hand, you still want to be supported by your legs. And exhale that hand down, Left hand on the outside of the left foot, right arm is now reaching up, creating just a little counter twist here. Continue pressing through that back heel and into the front big toe, gazing at the fingertips. And don't forget that Ujjayi breath. Exhale the hand down and drop that back knee, uncurl the toes, coming into a low lunge. Inhale the hands up and steeple the fingers, creating a nice arch in that lower back and trying to create a good back bend. And exhale those hands down on either side of the leg, straightening that front leg, flexing the foot, and coming to a nice stretch for that hamstring. I'm going to try and keep the back a little flatter than mine is here, just so you can maintain good alignment. Pressing that right hip forward, left hip back. Just breathe into that stretch. Walking the hands forward, coming back into a plank pose, and coming into down dog. Really stretch out through the legs. Now inhaling that right leg up, coming again to scorpion, opening the hip, and allow that foot to drop all the way down, coming into wild thing. So that left leg is straight and extended, right knee is bent, left arm is on the ground, and right arm is reaching behind the body. And with control, come back around to three-limb dog and bring that foot down into down dog again. Pressing evenly in the fingertips. Left leg up, coming into scorpion. We're going to repeat wild thing on the opposite side. So bringing that foot down, try and be a little graceful there. Use core strength. So right leg is straight, left knee is bent, left arm is reaching behind the body. And with control, come back around into three-legged dog. And bring that foot down into down dog. From here, bend the knees, jump forward into Uttanasana. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, Uttanasana. And now let's hold on to the elbows with the opposite hand and allow the head to hang heavy. Just rock from side to side as needed. And exhale the hands down. Inhale into Utkatasana, seated chair. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale again to Utkatasana. Exhale, hands to heart center. We're trying to create some heat. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Tadasana. Good. Inhaling to chair. Exhaling to mountain. Inhaling chair. Exhaling mountain. And inhale in all the way up. Exhaling to Uttanasana, forward fold. Place the hands and jump back into plank pose. Holding those elbows in tight, come down into a chaturanga and come straight back up. So this is a very controlled chaturanga, keeping those elbows in tight and repeating this with the breath. So inhaling down and exhaling up. That's the last one. Press back into down dog. And drop those knees, coming into child's pose. That heart rate should be elevated after all of those chair poses. So I'm just breathing here for a moment. And coming back up, we're going to move into camel. So make sure the knees are aligned just under the hips. Hands are at the lower back, at the sacrum. Pressing the elbows together, squeezing the shoulder blades. Gently arch that lower back and looking up to the sky, coming into first level of camel. Really work to spin those inner thighs together. Good. And slowly come forward into child's pose, relaxing the lower back, giving it a break for just a moment. And we're going to repeat this, but this time let's just place the right hand on the sacrum, pressing the tailbone down, reaching up with the left hand. Now drop that right hand back to the heel if that's comfortable and in your practice. And left hand is reaching behind, gazing upwards, or drop the head. And come back into child's pose. Just gently easing into a full camel. Warming up the back. And coming back up to the knees. And we're now going to move both hands. So come into it the same way you just did. Right hand first goes to the heel. And then swing that left hand around, find the heel. Now you really want to work here to open up the chest and to press those hips forward. Our goal is ultimately to get a straight line from the knees all the way up to the hips, as opposed to arching back. It's a lofty goal, so one we're working towards. Gently come out of it. The head comes out last and come forward into child's pose. Always moving slowly with the neck. And when you're ready, go ahead and come forward, swing those feet around and come to a seat. Extending that right leg straight forward, foot is flexed, left heel is against the left hip with the knee bent, and coming into a gentle twist. Left hand is behind the hip, right hand is grasping around the side of the left thigh and gently twisting to the left. Inhaling to lengthen and exhaling to twist. And gently come to the front, untwisting, and switch legs. Left leg is extended, foot is flexed, right knee is bent, heel next to the hip. Right hand behind the body, left arm is twisting around and holding onto the thigh, and gazing just towards the back, whatever is comfortable for you. You don't want to strain the neck here. But create length as you inhale and twist on the exhale. Good, and coming back to center. Extending both legs in front of you, bending the knees, and then comfortably rolling down. We're going to move into bridge pose. I always have to adjust my ponytail there. You want to place the heels so they're about a finger or a hand's distance apart from the body, and then press up into the heels, lifting the hips. You can interlace the fingers and press the shoulder blades down, walking the shoulders under so you can create more space, opening the chest. And really work on spinning those inner thighs towards one another to keep the knees in alignment. And when you're ready, walk those shoulders out and lower the hips. And let the feet come together into Supta Baddha Konasana. Put one hand on the stomach, one hand on the chest, just to feel that prana, that life force through the body. And prepare, we're going to come up to bridge again. And pressing into bridge, walking the shoulders under. Hands are interlaced. See if you can get a little more depth here, a little more arch in the back. Continue to lengthen through the neck. And slowly release the hands, lowering the hips. And again, placing the soles of the feet together, allowing the knees to drop open. A hand on the chest, hand on the stomach. Just feeling that breath in the body, feeling the heartbeat. And you can either come into bridge one more time, or if you'd like to try coming into full wheel, tuck those heels really close to the hips, hands by the shoulders, and first come up to the crown of the head, align the wrists and the elbows, and then press up into your wheel. Try and keep those knees pointing straight ahead, spinning the inner thighs in. When you're ready to come out, tuck the chin in and slowly roll down. This is something that I'm really working on, and so my wheel is slowly improving. Soles of the feet together again as you rest, hand on the chest, hand on the stomach. And we're going to come into a shoulder stand, but let's first extend both feet up. This is like at the wall pose, and then pressing the hands down, push those feet back into a plow. So if you can't reach your toes down, you can always put a block back there or a chair or something to help support you. You can use your hands on your hips to support your body if you need to. You want to be able to continue to breathe here naturally. And if that's comfortable for you, you can also drop the knees and squeeze the ears with the knees. Again, notice if the breath is being compromised. If it is, come back into plow. And either way, let's come into plow now. Place both hands on the sacrum, on the hips. Try and keep those elbows tucked in. And with core strength, bring the legs straight up into shoulder stand. Now, ideally in shoulder stand, our body is going to be stacked in one straight line between the shoulders, the hips, and the heels. You notice that's something that I'm working on a little bit here in that pose. When you are ready, come back like you're going to go into plow. Place the hands down on the mat, and then with control, roll down one vertebra at a time, allowing the legs to slowly come down, protecting the back. Flex those feet again at the center point, and then bend the knees, hugging them into the chest, rocking through that lower back. Exhale the feet to the floor. And straighten the legs, bending the right knee, bringing it up to the chest, and then allowing it to gently twist over to the left side, gazing out towards the right. Good spinal twist as we get closer to the end of our practice today. Right knee comes back in, straighten both legs. Now left knee in, and allow the left knee to twist over the right leg, gazing out towards the left. We try to keep both shoulder blades on the ground during this pose. And inhale that knee back to center, straighten both legs out. And bring the knees back into the chest. Just doing happy baby here for a moment. Hands are on the outside of the feet. Try and tuck those knees in near the armpits. And keeping the hips down and the shoulder blades down, rock through the lower back. Now go ahead and straighten one leg at a time. Just feeling a nice stretch, noticing if you've created some length today during your practice. And if it's comfortable for you, you can try and straighten both legs. And bring the knees back in bent. Hug the knees into the chest one more time, bringing the forehead to the knees, squeezing everything in, releasing the neck, releasing the legs, and coming into Shavasana. When you're in Shavasana, allow the feet to fall open. Don't feel like you need to stay within the confines of the mat. And we're going to take just a few minutes here to breathe and relax. When thoughts come into the mind, thank them and let them move on. And start to wiggle the toes, bringing those knees into the body. And when you're ready, go ahead and roll to the right side, using the lower arm as a pillow. Continuing to breathe nice and steady. And slowly come into a comfortable seated position. You can keep the eyes closed. Just allowing the body to come back to awareness. And bring the hands to heart center, giving gratitude for your body and all that it can do for you and all that it's done for you today. Inhaling the arms up Exhaling the hands to heart center. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. Have a wonderful day.